Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Underrail. In the last episode, we fought through some of the Ironhead base, defeating most of what was located here. And we defeated the mighty Balor, or Balor. I think Balor is the correct way to say it. After quite a elongated battle, we failed once, then we won the second time. That was a lot of fun. Woo! Off screen, I moved a bunch of stuff to Core City and sold a ton of it. Then I sold some more stuff in Foundry, but I still have the leftovers on the way in that one shelf, and I have yet to loot Balor's corpse. I also leveled when I was going through all this stuff, and I found an audio item in the shelf. So let's go ahead and level ourselves first. We've reached level 16, and now we will earn some specialization points. We also earn another point to put into our stats at this level, and it's going to be intelligence this time around, so I'm able to take some of the crafting feats. So 1 point in intelligence. And then over here, we level the standard stuff yet again. So these are always going to get 1 point in them until they're roughly level 100. And at that point, throwing will stop. Probably biology will also stop. Mechanics, electronics, and tailoring are going to 110, and then most of those are being stopped. I'm not going to be leveling mercantile past level 100 either, I believe. Intimidation will always be leveled, as will melee, because of the feats I have, and well, at least for intimidation. For melee, I want that always increasing so we do more damage and have a better chance to hit. We'll be taking points into hacking, traps, and chemistry later. At least that is the current plan. Now for feats, we are going to be taking armor sloping, I think. Assuming that it is unlocked. Uh-oh, okay, there it is, yes. Reduces the armor penalty originating from metal plates when crafting armor by 35%. And as for specialization, I was originally going to put this into increasing the duration of exposed weakness by 1 turn. But instead, we're going to grab a point in armor sloping to further reduce armor penalty by an additional 2%. And next level, we'll finish armor sloping up entirely. Done. Now I'm really interested in making armor because we can get armor that has significantly less armor penalty in it than what we're currently using. And let's see what Balor has on him. Watch him have some better armor on him. So first, there's Balor's hammer. Due to its extreme weight, the sledgehammer is almost completely unwieldy in combat, except for those endowed with demonic strength. 100 through 200 damage, but 20 minimum strength. Our Gabriel only has 9, so he will not be using this hammer. But it is worth a bit, and we can carry it back. It weighs 50 pounds. He has an efficient... Oh! Efficient high-frequency shield emitter. This is better than what I have. Although it's a high-frequency one, I still think we'll use it. So we are using an efficient medium. But that energy, see how much energy it is? That hints us to the level of the power core in it. And the numbers are better than mine for everything except for very low and low. And I think I'll be okay with that because our armor will hopefully reflect it. So we'll start using his shield. He tends to have a very powerful shield of some sort. It tends to be an augmented one. So that's really nice. We will eventually replace this with something even better. But still, this is better than what we were using. So we're going to use it. What else does he have on him? A decent helmet, but I prefer mine. Mine makes me immune to blindness. He's using spiked rathound leather boots, which will just break down. His armor is not better than what I am wearing, but might be worth repairing. He has his drinking horn and the cybernetic eye that we need if we want to complete the quest. Let's see, is that worth... We'll risk a big repair kit on it. Yeah, that was worth it. We can make one more big repair kit later. Alright, nice. There's still more to do here. We still have the last portion of the Ironhead base to explore, but we'll do that later. If we don't level up before the beast and we clear most of the rest of Foundry, Then we'll come back here and clear out the rest of the Ironhead base. Ah, nice! Finally getting specialization points. And now we'll be able to take advantage of the fact we have 90 tailoring with a little bit of armor sloping. We'll still be making better armor as we go forward, but we can make, hopefully, some even better armor than what we're wearing right now. And I elected not to take weaponsmithing because we'll be fighting the bladelings very soon, and bladelings cannot be crit. So I want to really benefit from weaponsmithing, so we'll take that the next time we level up. But we can still possibly make a better hammer. I'm curious as to what Tichrome hammers do. We know that normal steel has a 7% crit rate. Right? 7% crit with a 100% damage bonus. The tungsten steel has lesser crit chance, 4%, but a greater critical damage bonus. I don't generally care about the critical damage bonus on a sledgehammer because odds are I'm killing it anyway. A crit's enough to really get it close to being dead. Well, first things first, let's revisit Foundry, take a look and see if Leonie is selling anything better. She might be by now. The merchants in Core City had just recycled their stuff while I was in the middle of checking them. I checked Oscar, he didn't recycle. I checked Heidi, and then she did, and then went back to Oscar, and then he had funds back. So, in other words, we're just a few minutes away from Leonie, I think, cycling her inventory if she hasn't already. I am also interested in possibly making a more damaging, and at least with more energy, taser. Stop doing that weird dance! Gabriel, I don't need you doing that. I'm thinking weaponsmithing will be next. Alright, Leonie, hello? I think she did recycle her inventory. She is not selling anything better than what I currently have. Okay. That kind of sucks. The metal plates are probably won't... Well, we should try making some better armor anyway. But I don't think that tungsten steel is going to give me the numbers I want, even if the armor penalty is slightly better. Could try to make a better helmet. That's tungsten steel, though, which adds a little bit of that heat resistance. Oh, I forgot to stop by the one shelf. Okay, so we're gonna do some selling on screen and some item maintenance first. Occasionally, I don't mind doing this on screen, because I think it's a nice reminder of how long it takes me to do this sort of thing off screen. Sometimes it can take me up to an hour to visit all the merchants, craft some stuff, organize my inventory and stuff like that. Brian, let's see what you have. Oh! Oh, only quality 52. Sometimes some other merchants will sell Tichrome earlier. That's a shame. If that was quality 85, I'd buy it immediately. Okay, he's not really selling anything I'm that interested in. But the good news is that means probably Kevin has recycled his inventory as well. Oh, I don't think he has, actually. In fact, he has not. He does not. He's not selling any MK2 fire grenades that I can see. Oh, he does sell flashbangs, though. I didn't even realize that. Let's purchase some. He will buy the hammer, so we'll sell that to him for all of his money. And then, because I think he buys bullets? Yes, he does. So we'll go ahead and purchase a bunch of those. And we'll store that stuff here. Okay. So we will sell, we will keep the bullets. And I'm going to... Yeah, I really wanted to make a better suit of armor than what I have, but the metal's not worth it at the moment. Not quite yet. I think, though, we will bring this stuff back with me to Core City. I found a slightly better regenerated vest for sale than our quality 87 one that we found earlier. So this one's quality 90. I am looking forward to making a suit of metal armor that uses it. I'll need several suits of high quality armor though, depending upon where I'm going. Always dress for the occasion, I suppose. We'll want something with electrical damage resistance for when we have to fight coil spiders. Oh! This is not Core City, Tim! This is Southgate Station, but now that we're here, I guess we'll visit the merchants here. I think the only one who occasionally sells better equipment here is Ezra. Although they'll get an upgrade, Southgate Station doesn't tend to sell high-level things that I'm very interested in. Well, we can sell the crappy boot spring, I suppose. Yeah, as you can see, very low-level things for the most part here. They tend not to have anything I'm interested in at this point in the game. But we know we can sell that helmet. What type of grenades is he selling? Nothing I'm interested in. I guess we can take some Southgate Station credits. While I'm here, let's check to see if I have anything to sell him. At least have this. We can take more bullets, I suppose. We'll just clear out all of that inventory. Lucas, so you'll buy this. A handgun, that's all of your money. Then we'll start trading for bullets. How's my inventory looking? I think we'll have enough medical supplies at the moment. We should still check the pen and the doctor for more craftable items. I'm interested in purchasing more body parts. Quentin, so I'll take all of this. $44. Oh wow, I forgot we have acid glands. We'll just leave those there at the moment. We'll check Pascal and see if he's selling any other medical supplies I might be interested in. He'll probably be selling at least ampules, which I'm going to want. This is my home. What's going on, Tim? You're going to all the wrong places. We did want to visit here anyway. As long as I'm in the area, we may as well. And there's no way I can carry all this stuff. No way. So we'll take just a handful of it. And that will do. Alright, so this stuff will come with me back to Core City. And we'll still check Pascal's. Then to Core City, we'll store stuff, and then we'll head back to Foundry again. All of these. All right, to Core City we go. Sorry about this, everyone. Actually, you know what we can do at least? Tim, you can increase the speed. You're not doing any battling, at least not yet. Maybe someone here will be selling quality close to 90 metal. I don't think I checked last time because I was anticipating Foundry getting a little better. But Foundry actually gets better after you defeat the beast. I think at that point, the quality begins going up to 100 or maybe even a little better for the metal that they're selling. Oh, we should also check Alphabet to see if he's selling a fish that we might be interested in. But first, visit this. Okay, so get stored here. Flat beakers. 9mm bottles. We have a sledgehammer handle. An incredible boot spring. Any more of them. While we're here, let's go ahead and extract humors from some of the bits we picked up. And then I could use more jumping beans, so that's going to be some capsules. No ampules. I think that needs insect saliva, doesn't it? Oh, and organic gel electrolyte. That's why. That's what makes it so difficult for me to make it. While I'm here, we should make some more focus stims, I think. Or, how many do I have on me? 7? We'll be okay at the moment, I think. Oh, I forgot, we have geometrin. Oh, sorry, we brought some of that with us, and Black Dragon Poison. Okay. Oh, I have plenty of needles, apparently, so I do not need syringes or other ampules at the moment. Actually, we should always buy ampules, because you're going to go through a ton of these. So, hold on to those. Nice. 18 jumping beans. Next, just leave all this crap here. And then I have to organize it, everyone. I must do so. It drives me nuts if it's unorganized. And then we have some other stuff to repair and or sell. You are a perfectly good shotgun. You can be broken down for spare parts. You have to be repaired. You are a good gun. You need to be repaired. And we'll check for metal. I don't think he's selling anything better. 59. No, that's garbage. Alphabet, though, we should talk with you. Must sell everything. My back will have to endure. Oh, he has not recycled his inventory yet. Because I do not see any hearts. Alright. See, I don't think you had any better metal either. No. Quality 74. Alright, we'll talk to Halim, sell him our old shield, then we go back to Foundry, turn the quest, and see what's next. Welcome back. Show me what you have. He has recycled his inventory. The shields he's selling are not better than what I'm currently using. Guess we could go with this at the moment. Yeah, stuck on level 80-ish items. Sorry, quality 80-ish, which is decent, but I want better. Okay, where to next, Tim? Well, let's go back to Foundry. We'll turn in Balor's Eye. Or we could try that battle against the Ironheads that were outside of this location. Sure, let's fight some more Ironheads. Fight some more Ironheads. Maybe the armor merchants will recycle while we're busy doing this. If nothing else, Kevin's inventory should probably cycle. So we're going back here, everyone, to that connection. Our shield is now better. Our hammer does slightly more damage. We are slightly higher level. So maybe we can now clear out this group of Ironheads. We'll probably have to kill these things as well. Okay, I think that was all of them. Just 3? Now there's going to be some traps from this direction. So we want to take off our mask first. I think there's at least one bear trap right around here somewhere. See it. Holy crap, there they are. I think that's all of them. I think there might be one more back behind us, but we at least saw them. Okay, Tim, let's do this. Oh, they went first, okay. Oh, that was a lot of freaking critical hits, too. Bean. Up a hair. That's a lot of them, Tim. We have to sprint to get in here. We need to kill these bombers. Need to adrenaline. Well, also morphine. We have to kill that grenadier. Have to kill him. Good. I think that's all of them. I think now we withdraw, honestly. Let's stun this guy. Just to make sure he can't follow us. And now we're fatigued. Alright, this is what I was worried about. Oh, I'm worried about lots of things. This is one of the many things I'm worried about. Let's throw a grenade. And try to get out of their line of sight. We need the fatigue to pass. I think there's a psychic who might be coming down as well. So yes, there is. Okay, so we want to keep running. Too many of them, Tim. Yes, there's too many. We can't actually win. We still can't win this. Oh, I could have healed, and I should have. So many of them. We're still fatigued? No, we are stunned, is what we are. If we can kill that psychic, this will get a lot easier for us. Ooh! But we're not going to. Yeah, Tim, you're not going to make it to him. And if you do, these two gunners are going to kill you. Yeah, I don't see a way for us to do this unless we zone, and I said I wouldn't, so we're not going to do that. Ah, darn it. I can't do it. I'm not strong enough. And sprint's still on cooldown, isn't it? And I only get one attack on him with the hammer. So we're really not going to do this. Okay. Yeah, we're dead. We're gonna get bursted, and that's the end of us. Okay, still not strong enough to do that fight. Better armor. Better armor. That sucks. Oh my goodness. Too many of them. Maybe fleeing's the wrong thing to do, but I don't think I can stand there and take the brunt of all those assaults. We need better armor. That's all there is to it. Oh, I always feel like that's a colossal waste of time failing it. We could have won if we just run and zone, but oh no, I said we weren't gonna do that, and we're not gonna. We can beat them, just not now. Slightly too many of them. Of course, eating those grenades at the start sucks as well. We got crit by, I think, at least half of the frag. Half of that grenade crit us, that's really super lucky on the Grenadier side. Okay, then what are you doing? So, we're turning in the Baylor quest. So that group of Ironheads has a item that you can find, a still functioning phone, basically, with a camera on it. And you can interact with it, and you can discover what it is that the Faceless want from Foundry. And then you can talk with the Faceless and convince them that it's not here, without having to do anything else. So I really wanted to get that item, but it's not going to happen. That's all there is to it. At least not, but we will have already dealt with the beast, because that is going to be easier than that group of Ironheads. Yes? About Baylor. Yes? I have his eye right here. He smiles briefly. Pure gold. I am more than glad to see you have managed to accomplish such a difficult task. Now that he is dead, we need only wait and see what happens with the Ironheads. I'm expecting a favorable outcome. Favorable for us. He hands you 1,000 Stygian coins. You earned this. Well done. What do you know about the mine creatures? I cannot discuss this with you. I'm sorry. That is classified information. Anything else? Can you tell me something about Foundry? I suppose I can. Foundry is a proud mining community that, thanks to a mine rich in different metals, predominantly iron, has a strong strategic position in Lower Underrail. It might seem like I'm boasting, but the Foundry Guard is above any station force you'll see. We have trained and well-equipped men ready to swiftly deal with any and all threats. Unfortunately, the only thing the Foundry Guard cannot combat is the foul air, but that is an issue we are working on mitigating. I need to go. See you later. I think that the mayor will now be willing to talk with us. What is it now? I heard you have problems with the mine creatures. Do you trust me now? Yes. Chief told me you are someone who can be trusted. As far as I understood, you were of great assistance in some important matters. Well and good. If you really are so keen on helping us, Gabriel, then why not give you a chance? You do have energy. Alright. As you know, unless you've been living in the most remote cave known, unknown to humanity, Foundry is the largest exporter of iron in Lower Underrail. What's even better is that our mine is rich, not just with iron, but aluminum, titanium, and, as of recently, chromium. We discovered large amounts of it several months ago in the form of chromite ore. Needless to say, as soon as we discovered it, our miners began following the chromite veins. And so, a few weeks ago, they mined into a new cavern, and encountered the very creatures you mentioned. What they saw there was unlike anything we have ever seen or ever heard of before. These beings had shells made of rock with metallic blades protruding from their backs. Yes, you heard me right. Shells made of rock. The creatures were aggressive, and we had to bring in the Foundry Guard to deal with them. Now, those creatures, while resilient, were still no match for our brave troops. The true problem revealed itself when the guards encountered the beast. Yes, I may have heard of it. So the rumors are spreading, I see. Yes, that thing may look like its smaller siblings, but it is in fact a four-legged boulder, a huge monster, which stopped the Foundry Guard dead in our tracks. Meanwhile, it is unstoppable, and the guardsmen tried nearly everything. They shot it, burned it, used grenades, nothing. It's hard rock. Most of the men sent to clear the mine are now dead, and I have had no other options but to order the closing of the mine. The problem will be hurting Foundry really fast if we don't find a way to deal with those things. We have days, a week at most, before we run out of ore supplies, after which all production will stop. Why not just use explosives and call it a day? At one point, we did consider using explosives to collapse the tunnel and seal them off, but our mining supervisor advised against it. What's worse, even though things have been a bit quieter in the mines for a few days now, the rock creatures are emerging from the mines and attacking people. Even though all entrances to the mine are heavily guarded, some people have still gone missing. Mind if I interrupt you for a second, sir? Not at all, Chief, not at all. I was almost done anyway. Go ahead. As you see, young man, this is a problem which could, if left unsolved, mean the end of Foundry. The mine does not only feed the mouths of these people here, but also secures their protection. Do you think the Foundry Guard operates solely on goodwill? If you really want to help us, my suggestion is that you first speak with the only survivor from that unit that was tasked with clearing the mine. He knows more about the creatures than any one of us. His name is Sabin Mulov, and you can find him at the mine entrance with the other guards. That is just to the east of Metalworks. Got it. Is that all? Nearly. You might want to also speak with Marcos Banti. He's our mining supervisor. You'll also find him at the mine entrance. He did advise us against collapsing that part of the mine with explosives. But talk to him again. Perhaps you could work out some solution to the problem. I believe we've gone through everything. I'm on the job. Well and good. Go now, and report to us once you have something. Gabriel, you've so far proven to me you're a man I can trust. And because of that, I have a small job for you. The Foundry Guard patrolmen have spotted a group of faceless just west of Foundry. I would like you to go on a reconnaissance mission for us. We've been observing them for some time now, but their intentions are not yet clear to us. I just want you to try and find out what they're up to, nothing else. Your reward will be 100 charons if you can accomplish the job. Understood. I'm on my way. Okay, well, we have a bunch of new tasks to do. Let's start by visiting... Oh... We're kind of near the Faceless. I guess we can say hello to them first. Now, with Garrett, we had the information to convince these Faceless that they should leave because we solved Rail Crossing and we defeated the Faceless there. By doing that, we saved Buzzer, and Buzzer told us his suspicions as to why the Faceless attacked Rail Crossing. We, however, have not done Rail Crossing yet. So we won't have that information to share with the Faceless. But we can at least talk to them about it. So let's do so. And depending upon how they treat us, I think they'll be friendly enough. We will actually talk with them, as opposed to fight them. I think they are... Yep, they're up one spot. You know, we could also beat that group of Ironheads if I actually took Grenadier as a feat. But I'm trying not to do that. Grenadier is amazingly powerful, because grenades are incredibly useful in this game. But I'd like to try to play Gabriel without taking Grenadier. He's still obviously using grenades. Oh, that was a quick stop of the music. There they are. Now, their names are Gray, so they're not hostile, and odds are won't be unless we force the fight. The quadruple Faceless approaches as soon as he notices you. His weapon is raised, aimed at you, yet he seems reluctant to immediately open fire, instead opting for an emotionless stare. Give him time to see what his intentions are. He holds you at gunpoint silently, and for a while nothing happens. His companions stand weapons ready as well while gesturing something between themselves. He then reaches for something on the inside of the chin of his mask, and soon after, you can hear a crude, synthesized voice. Identify yourself. I am Gabriel from Southgate Station. What is your business here? The leader of Foundry wants to know why you are here. Something of value was stolen from us. We believe it might have found its way to their community. If you can help us locate the missing item, we will be on our way. Alright, I'll see what I can do. What was stolen exactly? We may not tell you this, but the item is very distinct. People who came in contact with it will certainly remember it. Inquire with the local merchants. The thief who stole it might have attempted to sell it to them. Having beaten the game, I very much like the twists of the story for this. In retrospect, I should have known. So spoilers, everyone. Spoilers, right? I've been talking a little bit about spoilers as we play. If you're interested in not having any spoilers about this part, you might want to click ahead like 5 minutes or so. Okay, assuming you're still here. So, it occurred to me that the acid hunters, they were kind of dumb. Like, simple thugs. I was surprised that they were able to steal the item from the Faceless. The only thing I could think of is that they had ambushed the Faceless who were carrying it from place to place. Or that... Well, no, that's what I thought happened. And that they also attacked Terry and, Baker. Just because they could. And so they were being mean and nasty thieves. So I was quite happy to discover that the acid hunters robbed a Terry and Baker as they were bringing the item back to Southgate Station, having been given it by the group of mercs that Tanner hired. I like that very much. That makes a lot more sense to me. You look like you could use a good brew to lubricate your dry, friable throat. Let me see what you've got. I'll take plus to all skills. He's not selling any of the Rat Hound barbecue. We'll take I think 2 canned meat as well then. You know what? We'll take a mushroom brew. He's buying 1 foodstuff. We'll sell him the canned stew. Oh, okay. Do you remember anyone coming to you with any strange items? I cannot describe the item, but it's something you would definitely remember. I'm not exactly sure if this is relevant, but some strange people did come to my bar, I don't know, recently. We get all sort of people here, but those folks somehow stood out from all the typical trash. You could tell they were up to no good. It's the little signs, the way they look at people, behave, speak, you dig? And one of them had this metal box he was clinging onto like he kept his brain inside. Brains or not, there was something important in that box. Do you know who they were? I don't really know, but what really surprised me was the fact that Hugo, one of the locals and a frequent customer, knew these people. Yeah, and the group became pretty relaxed when Hugo showed up. They had a couple of drinks together, laughed, you dig, seemed like they really knew each other for a long time. They even left the bar together, again, laughing and all that. Now, Hugo's a good man. He made a few mistakes in his life, we all do, but he's a good man. So why'd he be hanging out with such lowlives is beyond me. Where can I find this Hugo? He lives in the residential area, right near the slums entrance. Small house, first one to the right as soon as you enter the area. If you miss it for some reason, just make sure you don't go into the slums themselves. Just avoid that tunnel. You dig? Alright, I'll go now. Thank you. While we're here, we'll check on Kevin really quick and see if he has cycled his inventory. He has. Perfect. At least I think he has. Yes, he has. Okay, so let's first go and pick up a few of the odds and ends I stored here. We'll take, I guess, both armors and all the bullets. And I guess we'll just fend the armors without full repairing them. Need something? Do you remember anyone coming to you with any strange items? Anything really striking? Really striking? That's very vague. No. I don't remember anything like that. Sorry, it's not like I have a lot of people coming here. Maybe you should ask around. News of unusual things spread pretty fast in Foundry, as is the case with any station. We'll sell him that. We'll sell him all the bullets. And then I'm interested in what he's selling. So first off, do you have any metal? You do not. Well, you do, but not pure metal. A decent galvanic vest. That might be better than the one I have waiting for me at Southgate Station, but... I'm sorry, Core City, but no, we'll pass on it. But he is selling MK3 grenades, so we'll purchase those. And take some more credits. He probably still hasn't cycled. Brian has, but let's take a look. Nope, still selling the same quality 52 Tichrome bars. Okay, so we will stop by the house that was mentioned, and then we'll stop by the mine. Oh, when we're done with this place, we'll be going back to Southgate Station, but first, I think we'll make a detour to Camp Hathor and talk to the leader there about what reward he wanted to give us. It'll come in useful for our adventure in the mine. Yeah, if we could have made better armor. If the plates were a little better. If Leone was carrying quality 90 plates, I'd take it and make some better armor for us that would give us movement points. We could also probably... Oop, wrong place, Tim. We could probably also afford to fit in the regenerative vest, the lower quality one, at the very least, to help us. The woman turns to you the instant you enter the room. Her eyebrows raise, and so do the corners of her lips to form a smile. A smile that lasts as long as a hopper in a burrower nest. As soon as he realizes you are not the one she's been expecting, it collapses with a thud. Hugo, is that... Oh. How may I help you? I'd like to talk with Hugo. I'm sorry, but he isn't here right now. Come back some other time, please. Where is he? I can't tell you that, I'm sorry. Will you please leave me alone now? It'll be healthier for you if you just told me where he is. Trust me. The woman barely restrains herself from crying. He came here with some people. He told me they were his friends. They looked really suspicious and had this foreboding presence. But Hugo claimed that he knew them from before, and that it's okay to trust them. He also said they were going to help him earn some money to pay off that damn debt. And then he left with them. Left! She coughs, after which her voice starts shaking. But he should have been back by now. He told me that he'd return shortly. Something happened to him, I know it. What is this debt you're talking about? He owed some money to certain people. He never told me who they were. He simply referred to them as some people and told me not to worry. Like I could just switch it off whenever I wish, like a minecart or something. But he kept convincing me it was no big deal, to relax, to... Tears began rolling down her cheeks. Sometimes he'd be back home looking like he had seen a corpse. I'm only worried that he isn't one now. I'll find him, but I have to ask you one more thing. Do you know where they left? Hugo told me he was going outside a foundry, nothing else. But one of our neighbors who got off the train at the time said that they were... One of my neighbors who got off the train at the time they were leaving said he saw them heading straight east from the entrance. Who knows where he is and what happened to him? Please, if you find him, bring him back. Please bring my Hugo back. I'll see what I can do. Take care. You have to be cruel to be kind, everyone. This will be fun too, because we did not do this last time with Garrett. In fact, with all my characters and all the 858 hours or so I've been playing the game, I've only done this once, because I've been able to handle that group of Ironheads. It's interesting how powerful traps are in helping you deal with that group. And Garrett, with a high evasion, is able to stay in the darkness and avoid the assault rifle shots. My other characters were able to handle it decently well also. Unfortunately, not the case for poor Gabriel. It's the movement points. He doesn't have any movement points, so we can... Oh! My other characters are also zoning. So sometimes I will flee and then run around and take the battle a different way. Like, there's two entrances to that area where they're waiting, and so you can go out one way and then circle all the way around and take the other entrance in, which means that you're not going to be instantly attacked by that group. Oh right, we're going to need a jackhammer for this area. The miner gestures you to stop. This chubby, wide-shouldered man lets out a single long and highly abrasive-sounding cough, much akin to a train passing through a tunnel that is too narrow, grinding its way through, before being able to address you. Aye, you don't want to go into the mine. The entrance has been closed. Why is it closed? Some nasty creatures have shown up. Trust me, you don't want to go there. Are you Marcos Banti, the mining supervisor? Yeah, that's me. Who are you? Gabriel. So what you need? Can you tell me anything about the mine creatures? Look, man, I shouldn't talk about that, you dig? I don't want to be responsible for spreading any rumors, so my mouth is shut until the foundry guard deals with this whole situation. Dig what I mean? Your mayor sent me here to talk to you. Mayor? Oh, I see. The big boss wants you to convince me to use explosives in the mine to stop the Rockies. I know. We already talked about it, but my answer is still the same. No can do. It collapsed half the damn mine and sent us back by who knows how many months. I know this mine like the back of my palm. It's every nook and cranny, and I know that a detonation would hurt us more than them creatures. Using explosives should be the last option. Dig? Can you tell me what you know about the creatures? Well, I personally never saw one of those things, but the guardsmen who did told me they've got a shell made completely out of rock. I've also heard that there is a bigger rock creature that is the real reason why Foundry Guard can't clear the mine. The small ones, while not exactly friable, are not that tough, but the Big Daddy is, like, pretty much invulnerable. That's what I heard. Macroslave removes one of his gloves, pulling it off one finger at a time to reveal a huge rough-skinned hand with dirty chipped nails. He continues with a one-sided smile. Now, I bet no one mentioned them funny-looking worms to you, huh? He proceeds to imitate vermicular movement with his index finger, moving it a few centimeters to the left with each wave of motion. Right? No, what kind of worms? But of course, the big boss failed to mention that little detail. I think you'll find what I'm what I'm about to tell you quite useful. Listen. Several months ago, we found chromite deposits in the mine. So far, we mostly mined iron, titanium, and stuff like that, but no chromium. So we started digging in that direction. Along the way, we found strange patches of chromite, ore you get chromium from, that had them worms in it. You know, miners would drill the ore, and worms with drills for heads would come out of it. Never seen anything like it before. Weird stuff, I'm telling you. The worms would just get out of there and be on their way, never bothering us or anything. Now, after the Rockies attacked us, some guardsmen who went deeper in the mine told us the worms are all over the caves. I think it's all connected somehow. Maybe the Rockies feed on the worms, or maybe it's something else, I don't know. Thought I should tell you that. He puts the glove back on. That's all I got for you. Tell Marshall we are not using explosives. Dig? Is there anyone here in Foundry that can help me inspect the worms from the mine? A biologist of some kind. Expert in his field, preferably. 2 heads are better at tackling this than 1. An expert? Nope. A biologist, like zoologists or similar? Highly doubt it. There ain't much work for biologists in here, being that this is, well, Foundry. Someone could have stopped by at the bar or visit a relative, but other than that, nah. In the end, I think you're gonna have to seek help from someone outside Foundry. Then I think my best option is to take a trip back to Southgate Station and see Quentin. There you go. Damn friable throat. So, anything else you gotta ask me? No. See you later, Macros. Yeah. At first, the tall guard responds to your approach with silence. The uniform nature of all Foundry guardsmen makes it difficult for you to discern any distinct features, but in this case, one jumps into view like a mind shroom in the dark. His damaged shield bears wounds of a relentless attack that can only be attributed to a wild, savage creature. Large scratches, dents, and dried blood streak the shield as if it was a canvas left at the mercy of a deranged painter, and the shield's outer rim has numerous bite marks on it that seem to have been caused by a malicious motion of powerful jaws. Your inspection comes to a halt when the guard utters a simple word. Yes? Can you tell me anything about the mine creatures? First, it's very unsafe to be in this area and you should leave. Second, I can't speak about it. It's classified. It's alright. Chief Banner sent me here to talk to you about the current situation. I see. Well, in that case, my name is Sabin, but almost everyone here calls me Sapke. Sapke it is. I'm Gabriel. Pleased to meet you, Gabriel. Now listen up. After our miners first encountered the Bladelings, a group of us was sent inside the mine to deal with the creatures. While the reports implied they were unusual in appearance, only when we encountered them did we realize how strange these creatures actually were. Sure, they had 4 legs, 2 eyes, mouth, the usual, but their shells were made of hardened rock, fused with their bodies, with metallic blades protruding from their backs. It was an unreal sight. Can you tell me about your encounter with the beast? Yes, the beast. That bloody creature was responsible for the deaths of 9 guardsmen, 9 of my dear friends. It looks similar to the Bladelings in general appearance, but is much bigger, with longer black back blades and a much thicker shell. In fact, its shell was so thick, nothing we used could penetrate it. Fire, bullets, high explosives, the beast shrugged it off like we were throwing marbles at it. It, on the other hand, had no trouble doing damage to us. By pure luck, I was the only one who had managed to escape with my head still sitting on my shoulders. This shield here, it serves as a reminder. Do you think it is the only one, or could there be more? So far, we've only seen one, luckily. It was the one in the dormant caves deeper past the mine. It appeared to be very old with, as I've said, much thicker shell than the smaller ones. Also, it was riddled with scars. It was tough, like a boulder rolling towards you. If there are more like that, well, we're in a lot of muck. Whatever the case may be, I will hunt down that creature and end its existence. I feel it. It's very brave of you to be at the first line of defense after what happened to your friends. As we nod approvingly. Look, I've worked with those men for years. We fought Ironheads, Raiders, and whatnot. Not for a second was I in any doubt that my back wasn't safe whenever chaos ensued, and I know they felt the same. It's a special connection and trust burned into you by the hot branding iron of combat. Seeing him die there saddens me and infuriates me. If I could strangle the beast with my own hands and shove this shield down its throat, I'd do it in a heartbeat. I'm here because I'm waiting for it to come to me. That's the spirit.
That's my duty, Gabriel.
Do you know anything about the worms in the mines?
I remember those things. They had strange heads shaped like drills, but they weren't aggressive, so we usually paid no attention to them. We had bigger problems to deal with. Some of the guys did shoot them or step on a few that didn't have the time to find a hiding place. In any case, they were no threat to us at the time.
Why do you call them bladelings?
Oh, one of the guardsmen gave them that name. We were clearing the mine together and he named the creatures like that because of the blades on their back. Called them Rockies, then Little Blades, and then finally Bladelings. The name Bladeling kind of stuck.
That's all I needed to know. Thank you. Alright, everyone. Let's go investigate the mines for a little bit. And it just occurs to me, with Gabriel, I don't think I actually need dynamite. I think we could probably get by using the jackhammer. We can afford to carry the weight. Right, how much does it weigh? Ooh, 15 pounds? How much does 4... whatchamacallit weigh? 16 pounds. Okay, yeah. We should probably use the jackhammer for general clearing. I did buy these sticks of dynamite, though, so we're going to use them for a little bit longer. Hello, Barney. What do you have in you? An obsidian shard. And there are the little worms, everyone. Let's click on one. Can we see it? Okay, so we brought a cage. We need a cage. Gotcha. Borer captured. Borer in a dog crate. The rest of these, though, will die. Because there's a chance they'll drop an item, which we don't really care about, but they also can drop gizzard enzymes. If I plan to make a lot of iron gut, this means that I need to come here and clear out all the worms whenever they respawn. So you should totally expect me to be doing that. So one thing about this game I wish there was less of, the amount of farming and how long it takes you to do it. Oh, they drop insect saliva. That's useful to know too. To my knowledge, all these little borers will respawn over time. And that, metaworm gizzards. The gizzard is a metaworm's primary digestive organ. It produces powerful enzymes that can be used for medicinal purposes as well. We could use the dagger, but it'll take a few swings to kill it, like 3 swings up to... Actually, maybe it won't. Maybe it won't. We do have more strength with Gabriel than what I'm used to having in this for a character here. Oh, that was caltrops. I do not need normal caltrops. We still have some time, everyone. Let's continue exploring the mine. We'll go deeper in. I think what we're going to do is as much as I can do here while I am here. In other words, we're going to kill a bunch of bladelings as well, because we need to get them killed anyway as part of the quest. So how many was that so far? 8? 7? 8 of them killed? And we've gotten 1 enzyme? Two. I'm curious as to what their drop rate on this is. They also, as you can see, drop an item, so you're going to want to kill them. All of them. Or at least as many as it takes to get that item if you're playing Ivy mode. There's another passage here, but we'll take that on the way back and kill a few more borers. Okay, well, let's begin. So we will start taking apart the chromium. And immediate blading. Good. Let's see how tricky this thing will be to fight. Alright, we're not afraid of them whatsoever. Holy crap, we got a serrated blading blade immediately from that. Shielded blading eye. A blading's eye is shielded by tough glossy black plate. It is uncertain what the purpose of this plate is, but the eye vitreous humor that separates the plate and the eye seems to possess certain characteristics of a side catalyst. We need, I believe, a total of 30 of them in order to power the furnace later on. We need also another one to bring it back with us to Southgate Station. Oh, I think they changed the amount of energy the jackhammer takes. It used to take, I think, 30 points. I like that change. We can use it more often. At least I'm pretty sure it used to take that much. Alright, further in we go. Gotta kill a few more of them at least. I like throwing out the borers in the immediate area, because otherwise they get in the way when I'm trying to do fighting. Actually, no, they won't. because Gabriel doesn't have to run. Gabriel can just stand right in front of these things and just slug it out with them. I also like that I can enter combat immediately with these things again. Oh, but you can do that because you're hitting the 1 button. That's useful to know. You're actually selecting attack. So that's interesting. I didn't realize that. This cooldown only lets you enter combat, I suppose. The cooldown stops you from entering combat to move around or what have you. But if you're actually going to fight, the game lets you do that without any delay. Wow, I'm surprised we're not fighting more and more bladelings. That's kind of bad. I could use the experience points from them. Huh. Most of these aren't bladelings today. This kind of sucks. Where's all my bladeling battles? Come on. They're afraid of me. Game knows it can't hurt me, so it doesn't want to give me all that experience points that they're worth. So I guess this will be unexciting then if we're not going to actually fight. Well, then again, fighting these things doesn't look like it would be that exciting anyway. By that I mean that they can't... If what we solve with that one fight is what will happen most of the time, then these things are just unable to actually hurt us. You have any idea how many of these things I had to kill with characters who simply were not no match for them, but had to really struggle to kill a single one of them? And now I've knocked down how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and there was like another 6 in the other room. 15, and we've only had to fight one bladeling? This is ridiculous. Ooh, 1 second. Our food expired. Mushroom brew time. Well, at least there is one more down this way. Hello. Yeah, if that's the best you can do, I am not afraid of you at all. That's disgusting. That's disgusting how easily we can kill them. There we go. That's more like it. Oh, we're overburdened. We are overburdened. back. How many am I carrying? Like 12 of them? 18 of them. Yep, that will do it. And we'll clear this one out, whatever is inside of this, and then we can head back to Southgate Station. Alright, well, let's go. There's more areas to explore with more bladelings in them, but we'll come back for them. 7 gizzards. Metalworm gizzards, and I think those are what's used in gizzard enzymes. We'll go up this way in order to kill more of them. Yep, perfect. Hello, little guy. You're dying. We're killing all of you because we need your guts. I'm so sorry, but you're the only things that we can get it from. Well, that's sadly not true. There are the other things way down in the deep caverns we can get it from. So, bladelings are very... hold on. Wrong words. Bladelings are notorious for refusing to drop their oddity item. That bladeling blade that we found, that's worth 2 oddity points, and I believe you can get 4 of them. Oh, sorry, you're allowed to study 4 of them. So, I have had characters who have been in that mine for hours. Like 3, 5 hours. You clear all the bladelings. You don't get any blades. You go back later and do it again. 2 of my characters, I think, did it in one entire clearing of the mine. But most of them, I've had to double back 3 to 4 times and clear the entirety of the mine of every single bladeling to get to finish up those oddity points. That is stupid. That's a stupid amount of time that you have to spend it farming things that you don't... That, in my case, I don't even need to kill with those characters. None of them have biology, so then I don't benefit from killing them at all. And of course, those characters that took forever are playing oddity mode. So that means I need to kill them over and over and over again. Stupid. Very, very stupid. Okay, so I think we have time. So it's been an hour or just under. So we're gonna go and continue this quest line and turn in the quest at Southgate Station. Turn in the quest. We're gonna go to Southgate Station and talk to a few people. Oh, actually no. How about this? We'll do that next episode. Instead, let's go check the one gentleman. Guess we'll break this down. We'll check the one gentleman. We're going to go and see if we can rescue or save Hugo, because he is indeed in danger. Oops, wrong passage. Can't believe a healthy animal heart weighs 2 pounds. 2.5 pounds. It seems like it would be smaller and not weigh quite at that much. The man aims his weapon at you. What comes soon after is a sharply delivered warning, dulled only slightly by the gas mask he's wearing. Beat it, punk! I want to talk to your boss. Talk to my boss? You want to talk to my boss? Well, if you really want it, I can arrange a meeting, but I'd rather arrange for some lead to be injected straight into your skull, free of charge. How about that, huh? Let me talk to your boss, or I'll pull your eyes right through the mask lenses before you can pull the trigger. Look, I was only kidding about the lead thing. You see, you have some important business with the boss, so I'm gonna let you through. But I can see you, so watch what you're doing, dig? A man whose jaw looks strong enough for him to chew through metal bars, as if they were candy, turns towards you with a stern look on his face. Somewhat surprised by your presence, he grasps his weapon tightly while looking in the direction of the man who let you through to him. After that, his eyes fall on you, inspecting you for a split second before he decides to speak with an impatient, heavy voice, revealing almost all of his super upper teeth, which seemed to be made of some silver-colored material, drawing your thoughts back to the first impression you got when you met him. Who the hell are you, and what are you doing here? None of your business, pal. I need to talk with Hugo. You think you can come here and give me orders like I'm a nipper or something? Are you freaking stupid? Tell me who you are and why you're here. I'm not even going to bother talking. Good for him. That was frightfully annoying. We'll heal. Morphine. Focus stim. And we're going to try taking out the boss first. God, that guy's insane, all the special attacks he has. I think we'll take care of Chip first, since he has a crippling strike, and I don't feel like having to deal with that. Hugo might still be within range of our yell, so I can't use it. It's a nice, powerful point 44 he's got. Oof. Powerful critical hits. Not as powerful as ours, though. Guess what, Joey? We're coming for those eyes of yours. Thank you for saving me. I thought I was a goner for sure. I need to ask you a couple of questions, Hugo. Oh, well, go ahead then. I'm listening. Did those guys happen to have some distinct item with them that you were able to notice? Not as far as I know. And now that you ask me that, though, Cornell had something pretty interesting with him. Cornell? My mucky friend who sold me out to Jasek and his gang. He's a scavenger. We used to do some small jobs together in the early days. Used to be a good friend of mine. But I guess money's more important than friendship. Hell, we even had a couple of drinks together. He promised me a small job that'll help me earn some coins. And then he led me straight into Jasek's paws. Lying bastard. Can you tell me more about the item he carried? Sure, I see you're after it, so I'm gonna snitch on him because that jerk deserves it. Listen, he kept something in a metal case. It looked like a strange 20-sided thing with some odd symbols. Pretty outlandish if you ask me. I managed to take a peek, that's how I know. Do you know where this item is now? It's with him as far as I know. He usually hangs out around Core City as far as I recall. His gang is called the Acid Hunters. You can ask about them there, in the city. That's all I can really tell you about that. Backstabbing bastard. How'd you get yourself in such a large debt? It's because I'm stupid, that's how. It's because I'm a freaking gambler who had to borrow money from lots of dangerous people. Hell, I thought my bad luck streak has to end at some point, and I finally was going to win and pay them back, no problem. Ah, muck. Was I an idiot? And those guys were just one of many I borrowed from. Gambling sure seems like it was invented by the Chort himself. Chort? You heard that derailed guy shouting about Chort? It's like some horrible god or whatever. Crazy stuff. Well, a stalactite must have fallen on that guy's head. The word Chort sure has a cool ring to it. Well, I hope you finally learned your lesson. I have more questions for you. Yeah? One of many? Sad to say it, but yeah, my mind is now clear. I realize how close I was to dying because of my stupidity. Ah, muck. As soon as we're done here, I'm leaving Foundry with Anna. I'm not going to wait for someone else to come looking for their money and end up in some muck or situation. No, not again. That's all I wanted to ask you. You can go. Alright, I'm leaving Foundry with Anna for good. This place is getting too dangerous. Alright, let's heal up. Recharge our shield. Charge our taser a tad. How's our weapon? Good. Good enough. Good. Good enough. Alright, what we get from them? So we got... Oh, decent armor. That'll be worth quite a bit when fully repaired. The pistol, it's worth something. That pistol's worth a bit. We'll just break down the boots. The boots are actually worth a bit, but I have a hard time finding people who want to buy boots that aren't the merchant in Southgate Station at the armory, so I'll pass on them. Okay, let's go ahead and repair this armor. Do I have a big repair kit? I do not. I will just sell that for what it's worth. Alright, everyone. Well, I think we've been playing for an hour, so that'll do it. Actually, I guess let's play this a tiny bit longer. Let's go back to the foundry. Let's go back to the Faceless, and we can tell them what we know. Experience 6,000, not bad. It's not bad. I don't think we'll level in another time while attempting to complete the Beast's quest. I think you get like 4,000 experience points for completing it. So we'll be close, but not close enough, I think. Yeah, the Bladelings are significantly easier for us to kill than that group of Ironheads right down this passage. It's a shame. It's a shame. We will be good enough eventually to defeat them. We just need slightly better armor, I think. Or some movement points to help us in that fight. Which means slightly better armor. Did you locate the item? The item you seek is in possession of a man called Cornell. He's a leader of the Acid Hunter gang, which usually hangs out in Core City. At this point, it is highly unlikely that the item is anywhere near Foundry. The Faceless is taken aback by your words. Providing you are telling the truth, we have no reason to remain here. Take this as a sign of our appreciation for your assistance in this matter. He hands you what looks to be a high-quality power core. Thanks, and good luck to you as well. Good luck, Eldar, with your quest. All right, cool. Let's take a look at that quality of the power core. It generally tends to be slightly lower than 100 for me. Oh, slightly over 100 actually. We can make a really good taser with that. I know I shouldn't, but I like seeing a little bit of damage on my taser as well. It's realistically, as I mentioned before, we want a really high quality power core with a really low damaging electro discharger, because we don't care about the damage, we care about the stun. But I'm always a little suspicious that this stun chance is somewhat dependent upon the damage of the discharger as well, or its quality. So we'll wait and make a better one. Right now, though, I think we're done, everyone. So I'm going to go back to Southgate Station. And now we'll call the session. When we come back, we'll talk to Quentin about what he might know about these bladelings. We do have a blade with us, at least. Yep, we have one. And we have the captured borer. So we should be able to get everything we need to help Foundry out here. And we'll do that in the next episode. Thank you all for watching, and take care, everyone.